Welcome everyone. In this playlist, I will be solving few important and relevant DSA problems. I will be solving it in Python programming language. The first problem in this playlist is rotate array. Let's try to understand the problem statement here. The problem statement is that you are given an integer array, suppose nums. I will explain it using an example. Let nums equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And you are also given an integer k, suppose let it be 3. You are supposed to rotate this particular array to right by 3 times. That means, suppose if it was k equal to 1, this nums1 would have been manipulated in such a way that the element at the end, here it is 7, would have been pushed to the front portion, and this 1 would have been gone to the position of 2, and 2 in 3's position, and 4 in 5 position, so and so on. Like that it would have been updated. So that would be 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it was k equal to 2, it would have been 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And our answer, that is k equal to 3, that would have been 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one more thing to notice is that, suppose if k was equal to the length of nums, if this was the condition, that would give the same nums, because at k equal to 1, the 7 would be going here, then here, 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 and when k was equal to length of the nums, it would have been come to its original position, and that would preserve the same array. If k was length of nums plus 1, that would have been given the same effect of k equal to 1. So in order to efficiently organize our way of solving this problem, we can choose k or modify k, whatever the value it is given, even though it is greater than the length of n. We can say this k can be modified such that the k should be equal to k modulus equal to length of nums. Here the length of nums is 7 in this case. If it was 8, this k would have been modified to 1 if k was 8 here. So this way we can do a simple optimization to reduce few of the steps when we are going to write. So this thing you can keep it in your mind. So how we are going to solve this particular problem? The one method is by brute force. And in this problem, it's also expected that you are not supposed to use any extra spaces. That means this particular nums has to be manipulated within itself. It has to happen within this array, whatever the change is going to happen. You are not supposed to store or use any extra array. So in that case, what we are going to do is that, let's start writing the class definition. Class solution, and I would recommend you to write the definition inside by yourself, because that way if you can write what are the arguments inside that particular method, that means you have understood the problem statement. So the name of this method is rotate. Self nums is one of the arguments, which is a list of integer, and you are also given an integer k, and you are not expected to return anything, just have to manipulate nums and keep it like that. So it is none. What in this brute force, what we are going to do is that we will be taking the last element, here it is 7, and storing it is in the temporary variable. Then the 6 will be pushed here, 5 will be pushed here, 4 here, 3 there, like this, and this particular location the temp will be inserted here, like that. It would take this manipulation, doing the same thing again and again, k times, we will get the answer. That is a brute force. Let's try to solve it. Before solving, what we want is that a simple optimization, k is modified in such a way that k is modified like this, length of nums, so we can have lesser iterations. I need some space, so I am just clearing this particular information which I provided and just organizing it a bit better fashion. Okay, then what we are going to do is that iterating k times for dash in a range of k, last, this is the temporary variable, is nums of -1. This will take the last element in this particular list, that is 7, and store it in this temporary variable last. And then for I in a range of, we will start from this particular index, we will start from here and we will push this here, this here, this here. This is going to happen at this step. We are going to start from, you also need to have the access of the length of nums, so let's write it here, length of num, that is n, so that would be n minus 1. We will start, we will go up to 0 but not including 0 in a reducing fashion, and nums of I would be substituted by nums of I minus 1. This will happen until this 1 goes to 2's place, and once this is done, the nums of 0 will be substituted by the temporary variable, and this will happen k times, like that we will get to our answer. So this is a brute force. So what is the time complexity here? The time complexity here, as you can see, there is iteration of k times, and inside that iteration there is an iteration of n times. So the time complexity is n times k, and the space complexity is order of 1, because we are not using any extra element, we are just manipulating the given array itself. And can we solve it in a better fashion? Yes, we can solve it in a better fashion using something known as reversal algorithm. I will explain that thing. Let me copy that this class and method definition along with 2 important steps that will be used in that particular solution also. Paste it here. So let me explain it. Suppose if you want to rotate right by k, we can achieve this by first by reverse completely, then reverse first k elements, then reverse remaining. If you do that thing, you will get the answer which you wanted. We can see this using an example. This was our given array 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. First reverse completely, that would be 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then reverse first k elements. The k was 3, so first 3 elements would be these things. If you reverse that thing, this would be 5, 6, 7, and the reverse remaining thing. Reverse remaining would be these elements, and that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is our answer. And if you see this answer 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, this is exactly we have got when we did it manually. So if we follow this logic, we are definitely going to get the answer. So I'm just erasing this thing. I hope you understood the logic. Then let's code it. So already the class definition and method insert definition is given. What I am going to do is that I am going to write a function inside this method for reversing start end. So reversing happens very easily. While start less than end, what you are supposed to do is that just swap the positions, nums of start and nums of end. This particular line equals will actually swap the elements, nums of start, and start is added with 1 and end reduced with 1. So this will reverse it. And as we said, first reverse entirely, that would be reverse starting from 0 to n minus 1, then reverse first k elements 0 to k minus 1, then reverse remaining, that is k to n minus 1. So this would have manipulated that array completely, and it would have been given our solution. So what is the time complexity of this solution? Here the time complexity is of order of n, and the space complexity is order of 1. So here it is slightly better, this particular approach, compared with that brute force. So with that, you can recall we have explained the problem statement using example, and we solved it using brute force as well as an optimized method. With that, this particular problem is done. Thank you.